field. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Attack! Hey, red way!
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taking it right down Broadway. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
I got him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, they'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second down and a yard. They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he'll go down at the 28.
First down, right back to ETN.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hey, Lion.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Rip, 23. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 9. Now Lawrence.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Heard a few naysayers talking when the Jaguars signed Kirk to a massive 4-year deal, but you don't hear many of those voices anymore. Not after over 1,100 yards and 84 catches. He's living up to the contract, and a good pickup there for a first down.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Lawrence. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, they're going option play on 3rd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Third and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
First down.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 30. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beat.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Felix Anudike Uzama brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are on the field.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
3rd and 7.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
11.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Patterson's kick is good.
And they will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Flush to his right.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? That's caught inside the 20.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before.